We, JCI Philippines, speak for the youth. We met with some of our vice presidential candidates to find out more about their positive change solutions for some of the issues the country faces today.
My positive solution for urban traffic. First, what is the situation? 2 billion pesos a day is lost because of the traffic, and the average speed along EDSA during rush hour is about 7 to 8 kilometers per hour. Talagang pagong na yon. Para sa amin, dapat ibalik ang kalsada at kalye sa mga sasakyan, ibalik ang sidewalk sa mga tao at pedestrian. Unang hakbang para matiyak at makita sapat ba o kulang ang mga kalsada natin. Pangalawa, layunin din namin, tiyakin na magkakaroon tayo ng urban center sa labas ng Metro Manila. Panahon na para northward going to Bulacan, Pampanga, and Tarlac, southward going to the Calabarzon area. Magkaroon tayo ng new city centers in order to declog Metro Manila. Third, mass transportation system is essential. Matagal nang may pangarap na dagdagan at magkaroon ng tren connecting the southernmost point of Luzon, namely Matnog, to the northernmost point of Luzon, namely Pagudpud. That's approximately a stretch of 1,200 kilometers. Kung lalagyan natin ng tren yan, at kung mangangarap din lang tayo, 300 kilometers per hour, that means you can reach the southernmost point in 2 hours and the northernmost point in 2 hours. It is actually possible to live in Sorsogon and work in Makati or in Quezon City. Fourth, there are about 3,000 hectares occupied by informal settlers in Metro Manila. Layunin namin on-site resettlement, 4-story semi-high-rise at an average cost of 500 pesos per month para bawat walang bahay magkakabahay. And we will be able to free up about 22.5 million square meters of land in Metro Manila, either for open spaces or added or new roads in order to declog and make sure Metro Manila will still be livable or a livable city in the next coming decades.
My positive change solution to urban traffic is an advocacy I've been waging for the last 18 years, the land use policy. We have 30 million hectares of land. Unless we determine through long-term policy planning what land and water resources we want for commercial, residential, industrial, agricultural, educational centers, government centers, so that we will know where the road should pass, where the railway should pass, where the MRT should pass, where to build the ports and the airports. This will be faced with ad hoc solutions. This is a 30-year work in progress to be presided over by no less than 5 presidents. It will be directly under the office of the President of the Philippines, one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful, among the remaining presidential democracies. If that president has political will, we can solve not only the traffic problem, but the productivity problem in the long term. Of course, motorist discipline and better paid, better motivated, and better led law enforcement agencies, which include traffic aids, will help. But it begins from policy, and it begins from serious, long-term policy planning, where we unfortunately now have a vacuum.
My positive change for the unproductive traffic situation is both long-term and short-term. Yung short-term nito, more efficient mass transport system. Ayusin natin yung ating mga tren, ayusin yung buses, talagang yung regulation ayusin. Yung proposal natin, dapat sana yung buses, isa lang yung may-ari. Dapat sana mas i-professionalize yung pag-hire ng mga bus drivers para hindi nag-uunahan. Ay yung trends naman, tingnan yung possibility na magkaroon na tayo ng underground train system. Dagdagan yung mga linya ng ating MRT sa LRT. Siguraduhin na hindi nasisira, dagdagan yung mga coaches. Kasi talagang kulang na kulang siya sa volume ng traffic ngayon. Pangalawa dun sa short term, talagang infrastructure, dagdagan yung road systems. Kasi kukunti lang yung road systems natin. Halimbawa yung EDSA, kaya siya super clogged talaga kasi siya lang yung daluyan talaga from north to south. Dagdagan yun. Although ngayon meron na tayong 2 ongoing. Pero yung long term nito, rural development talaga, i-decongest yung urban centers. Kung pupunta tayo sa Cebu, traffic na din. Kasi yung pag-improve ng mass transport system, pagdagdag ng infrastructure, parang masosolve lang nito yung traffic until a given time. Pero pag dagdag pa din siya ng dagdag, yung problema, magka-catch up pa din. Kaya yun sa akin lang yung polisiya na talagang yung resources ng government, i-make sure na hindi na lang very few yung urban centers, pero talagang yung rural development bigyan na ng priority. Para yung mga tao hindi na nagfa-flock sa urban centers kasi may opportunities na doon sa kanilang mga lugar.
My positive change solution for the urban traffic in the Philippines is, first, for Metro Manila, we need to transfer the capital of the Philippines to a location adjacent to the National Capital Region, let's say the Nueva Ecija, wherein we have vast government land there, and it's still plain, wherein you can develop a modern city with the right drainage systems and provisions for mass transport systems. That way, you can declog the metropolis. Then you will only need to attach or construct a commuter train from Nueva Ecija to the National Capital Region so that they won't need to bring their cars into going to this new capital. Now, for the metropolis all over the country, we need to have a mass transport system. And since the cities now have been congested and there's little room to create new mass transport systems, the most applicable would be the monorails because it can be constructed with relative inconvenience or little inconvenience rather than the MRTs. Because what we have in the main artery is the MRT. It is not enough. What we need to do is to convince the car-riding public that the mass transport system is convenient, wherein you can just walk less than a block, then you'd have an integrated transport system, similar to what they have in Singapore or Hong Kong, wherein you can go anywhere within the city without having to walk too far or having a necessity for a vehicle. Just to visualize it, if you have a monorail connecting Makati and Taguig, then you have another monorail connecting Mandaluyong, Pasig, San Juan, then another one in Quezon City, then another one in Manila, and all of these monorails would be interconnected. Then, at any point in Metro Manila, you can use this integrated railway system and monorails. So you can just replicate that in Cebu and Davao or wherever, and you'll have a modern transport system.
Our vote will be our positive change. So, vote for moral enlightenment. Vote for change.